Welcome to HTR's first ever live Google on air broadcast. We're going to be joined shortly by John. I think he goes by Songster John or Man of a Million Songs John. I don't know. Yourself and hopefully some others. We're just going to kick it. Like back in the day when they had the Nitro parties, the SmackDown part. No one did a SmackDown part. Raw party. Yeah, we had some Raw parties up in there. Just kind of like that. We're just informal. We're going to watch the show. You're going to see me looking get a low profile view here. I'm going to be chilling like this. Watch it on the big screen. And, checking out your comments and everything. I'm going to go ahead and kick out this link to the YouTube page, to the event page for our peeps here. So we can go ahead on Google Plus. So rewind that. YouTube. And if you are watching this later, it might be a little bit odd for you, I suppose, since unless you're going to actually be watching this as you rewatch I keep saying SmackDown. I don't know why I keep bringing that in. Survivor Series. Then it may be a little bit awkward for you here, but we'll try and keep it as podcasts or radio friendly as we can. Somebody's arriving right now. Vince McMahon is here in a limo as the kickoff show goes off air and we get into the paper. Here you go. Yep. And all right. Where is Survivor Series? Sorry, guys. I don't have a PR guy. I am the PR guy. So had to kick that out. All right. Now I'm waiting for John and whomever to come here. Let me see here. All right, cool. Checking out the WWE Network. Let me crank it up a little bit. Now, if you're following us at Hit the Ropes on Twitter or following us Hit the Ropes Radio Show on Facebook, you'll see a fact that I just kind of pop into my mind to take a look at is the posters for the event. Now, the posters of each event, sometimes maybe they're, they have no meaning whatsoever. Maybe they're trying to promote a individual, give them some little face time. But I was like, maybe there's something more to it. Maybe it gets a little bit deeper. The internet, always some conspiracy theory. So I checked it out, dug a little deeper, and went back to about 1994. About that time period, that's when up until that point, they had been putting all the matches on the card, or multiple Survivor Series matches on the card. You'll see, all the teams, going against each other's, or at least all the captains. And but about 1994, they started putting individuals on, maybe one or two people on. And since that time, we've got a 20-year period. Whoever has been on the cover has gone 3-9 at the pay-per-view. Coincidence? I don't know if the ad guys had any kind of insight on who wins or who loses at the pay-per-views. Probably not, right? But the numbers are there. I mean, so let's go ahead and take it for what it is. And guess who's on 2014 Survivor Series pay-per-view poster? Seth Rollins. So to me, that is a gimme. That and the fact that they're going to fire every single member of the losing side for Team Cena. That's obviously another kind of, it would be some added shock value if they, if that were to happen. So, much more reasonable to believe that the Authority will break up, as we see. They've been together for quite a while now on television, and usually the general managers don't hang around for very long, a la, with the exception being, I think Teddy Long was general manager or in some capacity of SmackDown for, I don't know, 500 years, making tag team matches. In fact, he might come out right here on Survivor Series to hook us up with a tag team match. Quite possible here. So we'll see. Let me let's see here. The other big thing is will we get a appearance of one Sting? Tonight is free. And they're trying to bump up these subscribers, bump up the number of people who are getting, because the numbers they needed to get, they're nowhere near it. They're nowhere near it at all to break even. So they're going a little bit desperate. They're kicking up with the free event. We've seen the return of Wade Barrett tonight. We've seen the return of Fandango. Neither of those guys are going to get it done. Nobody's going to be tuning in to any pay-per-views to see either of those. So I do have some bad news for them. But with that said, it's happening. They're trying to, give us a little bit. They can't give us everything on a pre-show, so it'll be interesting to see how that goes. And we're getting some fireworks now and kicking it off the show here, so it should be pretty interesting. Pretty interesting to see how this goes down. Taking a look here, it's the traditional Survivor Series. Let me see here what we got here. And feel free to, put your comments in there and let us know your predictions of who's going to win. There's always been something at Survivor Series, from The Undertaker's debut. All right, we're starting things off with Triple H here. So he's coming out here, setting the stage. I mean, Triple H. That's definitely not Triple H. That's Vince McMahon. Vince McMahon, we saw him on the pre-show. He got out of the limo, and now he's making his way. He's going to kick off the pay-per-view, letting us know the stipulations once again, how dire they are. He's going to get ready to disband the Authority. Now, I got to take some, somebody help me out here. I got to kind of go back here, but Vince McMahon was in charge. Then Triple H, with the help of the board of directors, I believe, came in and then kicked him out. Now he comes back and has power again. I guess the board is happy with him and everything now. Everything's all good now. And then he's about to try and kick out Triple H. So I guess we're getting into a petty cycle of back and forth. And we'll see how that goes here. He's saying that it's going to be epic. He's guaranteeing it. He's guaranteeing, saying it's one that we'll never forget. Let's see, he's listening. He's listing the reasons. Oh, it has nothing to do with Sting so far, which is the big rumor. Everybody's hoping for a Sting appearance here, in some way, form. And how convenient if he debuts in the same event that the guy everybody wants him to face, Undertaker, will be there as well. So let's see, John. Shoot. Let's see here. All right, sorry guys. John's supposed to be joining me here. Let me get him the link so he can do so. But Vince McMahon has now been joined by an authority. So the authority is the reason why we should never or will never forget this event. So we'll see what they have to say here. Stephanie McMahon immediately gets booed. You don't love you don't love Stephanie, no love for him? All right, so
this incredible opportunity here tonight, and we're not going to let you down.
He says, Steph says she's not going to let Vinnie Mac down. They're going to come through. They're going to make him proud. Come on, man, you're on the poster. You got your man on the poster. You're going down. Simple math, 3-9. And let's see if we get our money's worth. I paid my $9.99, I believe. I'm on my $9.99 worth. Let's see this epic Survivor Series. I'm ready for it. I'm ready for the people's main event. For me, I think it's going to be Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. That's going to soon destroy everything on all levels. Let's see, John's messaging me. All right, John. Take your time, but yeah, the two crazies of the WWE right now. But let me stop right there because we got to get back to this main event. The Authority have been interrupted by, or been invited by, John Cena to come down the ring. So John Cena is going to be joining them here. He's looking real serious too, with his Hulk Hogan gear on, bright yellow, red popping through my HD TV screen, handed the mic by Vinnie Mac himself. We'll see how it goes. Vince McMahon's laying down the SmackDown again, letting him know what the rules are in case he has forgotten since SmackDown. Letting him know that everybody will be fired. Cena's super depressed on this. He's serious. He's ready to go. Vinnie Mac explaining what the deal is for them if they lose. If they lose, they're out of power. Which just give them 2 years, they'll be right back. And the interesting thing is, I'm sure you guys are already checking out on Facebook. The fact that Mick Foley has been not petitioning, but he's thrown out that he would love to be GM once again. That was a pretty cool time when he was GM back in the Attitude Era or thereafter. He's been putting it out on Facebook. People kind of been getting behind it a little bit to see if he'll be GM. And he cut a decent promo back with he was supposed to have that thing with Dean Ambrose year or two back, but physical wouldn't allow him apparently, so that never went down. But it'll be interesting to see if they bring back Mick Foley as the GM here. Let's see here. Give me messages on the Xbox here. Let me see what's down.
Begging and pleading to keep their jobs.
And they're going to get fired anyways. And after they get fired, they're going to be
sorry,
ignored.
folks.
And once they're ignored, John,
Back.
they're going to be completely forgotten about.
Triple H talking about his people going to get fired. Cena's people going to get fired and ignored. That's just hard. Dying here. Sorry, I'm fighting a cold here. And the soda ain't helping, but I'm addicted to it, so I can't help it.
A lot of responsibility. And you know
Still waiting on John Boy to
people,
come
they'll drop somebody
on over here, so I'm supposed to be joined here. But this is wrestling, watching wrestling with friends. Just kicking back, relaxing, you know. Nothing formal, nothing serious. So a little bit different from our podcast on Hit the Ropes Radio, where we've had, you know, some of the bigger names, Booker T and the Hardy Boys, yada, 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 yada. You can find us on YouTube. So check those out, as well as TCC Magazine, the Color Commentator magazine. Check that out, too. We had some good stuff on there. Sorry. John is having all sorts of technical difficulties here. It's not that hard, Johnny boy. So I don't know what's going on. But this intro is forever. Yes, we know the stipulations. We know somebody's getting fired or somebody's losing their position here. Can we get to some action, please?
No way at all will you ever have any influence over the careers or over the personal lives of any.
Come on. You got to do better than this. Come on, WWE.
I've arranged in a contract the fact that there's only one man who could ever bring you back to a party.
Let's see here. Special stipulation being dropped.
We have the utmost respect for you.
Only one man can bring back the Authority if they lose. Is that man Vince McMahon? Shane O'Mac? Maybe he's coming back. No?
We know that you have the bigger picture in mind.
Yeah,
Always.
we'll find out here shortly, I guess.
And we know that you'll do what's best for business.
Stephanie saying that she'll know Vince does what's best for business. Now he's staring down Triple H.
So much confidence in the two of you being victorious tonight that the only person in the world who could ever bring you back to power
It's gotta be John Cena.
Is John Cena.
No. John Cena, if he beats him, could bring him back to power. Why would he? What a weird stipulation. So only a wrestler can give somebody power of the company that he works for. That's like you, not you, I mean, I'm sure you got a high-level job, but somebody at Burger King having a manager fired, only working the fries, and yet having the power of bringing that manager back or not. Stick to the fries, John Cena. Stick to the fries.
You can wipe that smug smile off your face, or I'll do it for you.
All right, 15 minutes in. I need Sting to drop from the Raptors. The return of the dead man. I'll take Chris Jericho back in his many, many bright lights. Something.
I'm a McMahon. My father said adversity only makes me stronger.
Already out of my Mountain Lightning, and we still ain't got a match. It's gonna be epic though. They're gonna bring back Jim Ross and kick him off of nah, man, he ain't gonna be there. All right, so we got the special stipulation now. John Cena is gonna be able to empower the Authority, so he's able to take the power. John's losing the link here. Let me get him the link again. John, you gonna fight like you the authority. And I'm John Cena. Alright, so it's going down. Alright, the music is wrapped, so we're gonna finally get some action here. I think. Let's see. Big kicker here. Cena wins. He's the only one that can bring them back. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that, but it's all good. Now, let's talk a little bit more about Survivor Series here. What we got on the card. We've already seen Fandango defeat Justin Gabriel and Jack Swagger defeat Cesaro. The talk on Twitter is the epic burial of Cesaro. We know if any guy that the internet wrestling community likes loses, he's getting buried. You know, whatever the match is and they can't get up, it's always a loss. But you know what? Daniel Bryan was buried times before he got the WWE title. So I think same with Christian. So it's not really that big of a deal. Right now, we've got the Fatal 4-Way Tag Team match for the WWE Tag Team Championships. Golden Stardust versus the Usos versus Los Matadors versus The Miz and Damien Mizdow. I really like Gold and Stardust. Awesome characters. The Usos can go here. But if it's anybody, I kind of think it's got to be the time for The Miz and Damien Mizdow. Damien Mizdow is starting to get popular, which is the whole point of this character for him to get over. And so I think they really got to put the straps on them, so because they're going to eventually feud. You know, one of the other's going to cause them to lose the titles, and then they'll feud against each other. That's how I see this going down. But in the pre-show, we saw Miz warming up with facial exercises with Damien Sandow or Damien Mizdow through what should have been a mirror, but it was just a empty frame, which was kind of unique. So they're getting more play than the WWE champions, tag team champions rather. So it only makes sense for them to go over and kind of enhance this this gimmick they got going on. John's trying to get on here. I don't know how to get on, John. It just lets me start, so I'm chilling here, waiting for John to click in. I don't want this stupid camera thing. John, where you at? John, where you at? I'm in the control room here, chilling like a villain. Okay. All right, I think John's finally calling in. I'm waiting on here. Oh, this Matador. Apparently, the mask is a really accomplished midget wrestler, but I don't really follow midget wrestling or any wrestling south of the border, for that matter. Or I don't know if he's from Japan. I've never seen him outside backwards, or with that mask. So I have no idea. But I just dig this intro. Goldust and Stardust got one of the best intros on the planet right now. Stardust switched up the gear. He's rocking the black, gold, and red. Looking pretty pretty nifty there. All right, so we're slowly getting into this bad boy. So we'll see how this goes. Usually the kickoff match is something that's gonna, really light the fire for the rest of the pay-per-view. Sometimes that's tricky because sometimes those things are hard to follow and can kill a pay-per-view. So it's interesting here. We've only got the Team Cena versus Team Authority match. AJ Lee versus Nikki Bella. Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt. This Fatal 4-Way for the WWE Tag titles. And the fifth match that we have left on the actual card is the traditional Survivor Series 4-on-4 Diva elimination match. So I don't know what other match you could put to start this. It definitely wouldn't be the ladies. Sorry, ladies. Unless it was AJ Lee and Nikki Bella, they could have given that a little play and started. But realistically, it would have been awesome to see Dean Ambrose and Bray Wyatt just tear the house down from the jump, because that's my people's main event. But we'll see. It's all good. Kicking up. While this is in play, the tag team Fatal 4-Way starting off with Stardust, and I don't know the Matadors from left and right, man. Primo, I'll be honest, I don't really pay them too much attention. Although I know they can work pretty good. But the other question is Brock Lesnar. They still got Paul Heyman doing the pre-show, kind of. Although he's not like Brock Lesnar, my client. He still has an appearance, so we still think about the world champion, even though he doesn't mention him and he doesn't appear. But there's a lot of talk. Is he going to go to the WWE? Is he going to go to UFC? Or now even Bellator, who has no heavyweights? What will happen to him? Will we see him? He's got to return sometime soon to get us on that road to WrestleMania. A big match at Royal Rumble or something. But they're going on the absence makes the heart go fonder kind of thing. So we'll see how that goes.
As a good stuff does, he basically emulates everything that's their first
All right. This Mizdow, pretty hilarious. I didn't really care for Damien Sandow. I know I was like 1 of 10 when he was on his own. Even when he won Money in the Bank, I didn't really care for him. But this rule right here, where he's just flip flopping. Shadow wrestling as the Miz bumps in the ring. It's ridiculous. Oh, look at the ovation he gets when the Miz points as if he's going to tag him in. People are popping like crazy for him. But Miz says, nope, not going to happen. Not going to tag in Mizdow. And the beatdown continues here. Usos are in for him instead. So it's just a smart gimmick, man. Just a real smart gimmick. Usos, when they get their championship back, we had Rikishi on Hit the Ropes Radio a year or so back, and had no desire for his boys to be in professional wrestling. It seems like that's the sentiments with a lot of wrestlers and their kids. They don't want them to do it, but they were football players, but couldn't make it into the NFL. So, John don't know what he's doing. It really can't be that complicated. John, it can't be that complicated. You press the button, you get into the chat. Bam! That easy. But just like Goldust smacking the Usos right now, left and right. It's not that easy to join. All you gotta do is hit the join the podcast, call, whatever. Uh-oh. All right, John. You're calling it, and now I'm trying to get to the thing. Call again. I don't know what happened. It didn't pop up. Somebody called. Sorry, I didn't know. Now I'm talking about it's not that complicated, and I can't doggone answer the thing. Buddy. Go ahead and call again. I'm in the control panel, so nothing popped though. All right, let's see here. Call again if you called. I don't know what's going on. It didn't ring. Tag team bout. This is not a traditional elimination. There it goes again. Oh, why won't it let me answer? It won't let me answer. I hear you ringing. I don't know why. It's not popping, dude. It is not popping. Try again. Let me try and bring up my. Let's see here. All right. All right. Let's see here. Now, everybody wants me to show you the TV. Let me put in all right, let me try and all right, everybody's asking me to show you the TV. I can't show you the matches. How can I? I can't show you the matches. Come on, guys. Really? You want me to show you the matches? It's free. It's free on Survivor Series. It's free. Can't show you the matches because it's a liability. Sorry, guys. I mean, that's copyright protection. I mean, there's websites for that. You know, it's not that hard to do. Check here. Let me type that real quick.
This guy's out there. WWE Universe is pumped. You're not in St. Louis. They realize what is at stake. The entire future of WWE. Mr. McMahon kicking off the show. Huge stipulation. Stipulation simply will go on to the out, guys.
All right, let's see. All right, so let me continue on here. People are going crazy. Let's see here. All right, so we got a little hate because I didn't show the matches. All right.
Speaking of Mr. McMahon, WWE fans around the world tweeting about what happened to kick off the show tonight.
Someone asked.
The words of John Cena and Mr. McMahon. He said there was no chance in hell.
I'm just reading through the comments, guys.
I'd like to thank everyone watching Survivor Series all over the world tonight.
I can't reply to Connor. Connor Bloxham asked if you know, what the atmosphere would be like if the Authority. It'll be a party and then someone will come in. You know, it'll be a party and then someone else will come in. Maybe like I was mentioning earlier, Mick Foley or somebody. And then after that, you know, it'll depend on the if it's a good face or if it's a heel that's the new GM. So that'll, you know, the atmosphere will totally depend on that. It just trips me out when people say, show us the matches, show us the matches. So, yeah. Come on, guys, really? You can't give a thumbs down because I'm not copyrighting, you know, infringing on the copyright. But that's cool. It's what it is. Like I said, check out. There's plenty of websites. It's not hard to do it. People have been doing it for decades. If you want to steal the WWE Network, which is free, I'm watching Goldust versus the Usos versus Mizdow and The Miz versus nobody understands who the other guys are. But it's all free, dude. Check out WWE Network. Maybe it's not in your country, because obviously WWE is international. Sorry, check out one of those other networks. But I can't show you guys the product for free. We'll talk about it. We can talk about it. We'll talk about it all day. Come on, break. I'm getting all kinds of. This is the first broadcast we've done on air, so I'm getting a lot of dings and noises and sound like people trying to call in. If you are, I'm sorry. I'll be honest, I just have no clue what all the sound effects are yet, but it's cool. I'm chilling. I'm just doing what I do here and kind of hosting this thing all by myself, lonely like the last man of Survivor Series here. We'll talk about it. We can talk about it, but it's cool. People are still asking me. I can't show you. It's crazy now. But it's cool. This match has been going on for a minute here. The Fatal 4-Way. It's been a pretty solid match. You got to have that initial match to kick things off. Bumping here. Yeah, let's see here. I gotta have this. John says he's here. I don't see you, John, man. I don't see you. But it's all good here. Rolling. Oh, maybe it's in the Q&A part. I don't know. There's so many things on this Google Plus that I've got to check out here. I dig it, though. All right, nothing there. So, cool. So we're rolling here. I am ready for this match to be over, though. I gotta admit it. I'm just waiting for. I'm all amped up for the big surprise that we're gonna have Sting. We're gonna give us a swerve, and it'll be like Chris Jericho or something. So I am definitely overlooking this tag team match. It might as well be that Divas traditional Survivor Series match right now because I'm just not interested. You know, it's got nothing to do with those guys. It's just all Man, I hear it. John's been calling me. All right. All right, John's been trying to get in. I don't know where he's buzzing in at. This is crazy. They just tossed the bull out over the top rope, so it looks like we're coming to an apex, a crescendo, whatever you want to call it here. It's about this tag team match is about to wrap up. As people are jumping off left and right, left and right, left and right. Goldust with one of the last Los Matadors in the ring, about to wrap it up. Put a Christmas bow on that bad boy. Superplex. We're about to get like a 10-man superplex up in here. Yep, there it is. One of those classic 5-man belly to backs off the top rope. Miz made the tag, and just like I predicted, Mizdow tags himself into the match. 1, 2, 3. Just like I said it, Mizdow, Miz, the new tag team champions. And Miz is looking shocked. He don't know how he's able to have the spotlight stolen from him by his boy Mizdow, but it just happened. And now the Miz is running around with the titles up, and both of them. And Mizdow is doing the same with none of them. That's great stuff there. That's pretty funny. Great ending. As I was waiting for it to get over, we saw that it was coming to an end, and let's see here. All right, John is having difficulties. Oh, shoot. Not on here, John. All right. All right, John. He's trying to get in this combo here. But he's keep trying to click this chat, and it ain't gonna work like that, homie. Ain't gonna work like that. But the tag team championship, they got a little boost, then they got irrelevant again. And the crowd is just, they're loving Miz and Mizdow as they're just going back and forth. Miz kissing the real championship, Mizdow kissing air, because the Miz would not give him any of the titles. That's pretty funny. Now we're getting a little spot that promoting Raw and Larry the Cable Guy, which is, does nothing for me, but that's a big target audience right there. So I'm sure they get a decent boost from having Larry the Cable Guy. I think it'd probably be pretty entertaining. It's got a weird mohawk thing that I'm not really understanding. WWE Network being looks like a McMahon versus Awesome feud. They're hyping up right now. Oh, John's been calling me on Facebook. John, you can't call me on Facebook, dude. It's the Google Plus. John. That's been the theory of the night, man. Let me tell John. What the heck is going on with him? John.
This is how we're going to settle our differences once and for all. Now, you control the super strikers by squeezing their legs like that, and then perform.
All right, backstage.
You ready?
Little product placement with Adam Rose, and I'm sure he and the bunny are going to get into it.
When I found you, you were working at kids' birthday parties. Right? Now
He said he found the bunny working at kids' birthday parties.
A bunny could want. So in other words, without me, you have nothing. So don't do anything, all right? Let's go. Let's go. 1, 2, 3. Look at this. Someone who's loved all around the world. He's charismatic. He's fun. Hey. Don't forget, we also got Ambrose.
All right, give me a second, guys. Carrying this without John. My throat's killing me. I'm sick. Usually we do a 2-hour show, no problem. But you're not gonna hear me. You'll see me go to the kitchen, get another serve.
Is getting upstaged by your buddy. I get a spot of brilliance, an absolute spot of brilliance. How about you two lemons?
All right, this show is unofficially sponsored by Great Values Mountain Lightning. You can find it at your local Walmart or Super Walmarts. So go buy one today for $2.78 for a 12-pack. WWE has their Mountain Dew. Poor man's got his Mountain Lightning. Darn good, if you ask me. All right, here's our blow-off match. Oh no, this is the Divas match. I thought this was gonna be good also blow-off match, but and it is. What the frick am I talking about? Paige will kick off the match. 1 second, I got a commercial interruption. Yeah. All right. No, what would be cool is if they had a debut from some of these divas down in Florida, NXT. Much talent down there. Charlotte is looking good down there. Daughter of the Nature Boy. Who else? Also like the Boss. The Boss is she knows her character. Presents herself really well on stage. So I don't really care for the flip flop Nikki Bella, Brie Bella, and that whole scene that's kind of carrying the Divas division right now. Get a little bit of Paige and AJ Lee. A lot of speculation that AJ Lee is going to be bouncing soon. Again. So, it looks like she'll drop the belt, and then Breeze, who just beat Nikki on Raw or SmackDown, whichever one that was, that instantly, if they didn't have enough beef, that instantly, with a victory over, gives her reason to get a title shot. So, yeah, that's Kenzie. Okay. Another commercial interruption. A lot of commercial interruptions here. I love the WWE Network. We still got entrances. So that's why there's only like 4.5 matches on the card. You got all these people making their way to the ring. It takes them like 5 hours to even get this bad boy going. 4-on-4 traditional Survivor Series, as I say here. All right, let's see here.
Rules in this match are this: you're eliminated. The pinfall submission count out or disqualification. Then you must go back to the locker room.
Melanie Thomas wants us to just tell her when the Divas win, but I can't respond to your comment, dude. Let's see here. I don't know why. Sorry, Melanie. I mean, of course I'll let you know, but I'm looking at the comments just to see what's up. Give a link to the show, Brian Estrada. Yes, the link is the WWE Network, WWE.com. That is the link to the show. Yeah, thank you for subscribing. Please do if you want to check out our other videos. We don't usually do this kind of thing. Usually it's interviews with several stars, name drop, whatever. And then just our show that we'll be kicking stuff off like this more. So it is what it is. And so yeah, please subscribe, give us a like, show us a little love here. Layla's like 500 years old, but you would never know it. And she's still doing her thing here. Look at that beautiful roll up on Emma. But there's talk about Mickie James coming back to the WWE. She recently had her kid and she wants to come back. I'm all for that, especially showing there's no hard feelings, I guess. Last time Mickie James was in, she was doing that Miss Piggy stuff before she went to TNA. But now she wants to come back to the spotlight, I guess, to finish off her career. Divas division, if you're looking at this 8-woman tag match, could use some help. So yeah, let's bring Mickie James back. There's rumors like Maurice is trying to come back or might come back here. She was bad. She was real bad. So they should definitely. She had her character down pat. We interviewed her. Plug. Check out on the Color Commentator magazine. She was really good with us. Answered all the questions. Real cool. Real down to earth. And so if she could come back, I'd be all for that as well. But for the few people who are here, people who are in the match, Paige is doing her thing. They're going to the top rope here, and this could be some sort of vicious here. Emma's trying to fight her off. I don't know. I think she's about to break Paige in half with a superplex. Ooh, she does. I'd say she knocked the white off of Paige, but as ghostly as she is, I don't think that's possible. And they are looking real lazy on the outside for attack for Paige, but Cameron gets her, and then I thought Cameron was going to get the big push after the Funkadactyls broke up, but at least compared to Naomi, even though Naomi was she was in the title hunt before the whole eye thing, whatever that was. But they dropped out of the picture. Natty, you would think that she would be, with her pedigree and everything, you'd think that she'd be just, being the Bret Hart of the women's division, the Divas division. Best she can do is get some cheap heat for her husband. Kind of sucks. Although, which is crazy, if you go back to their match with Charlotte, it's not like we didn't think she could work, but that thing was off the hook. They really should have taken that and ran with it and just you know, maybe do exactly what they did for Paige by putting the strap on her, put the strap on Natty, and when Charlotte comes up, bam, you know, we got an instant feud there. You know, a little competitive rivalry, but you know, it's already been done, so they're not going to go that route. Naomi's doing her thing now in the ring, and she finally gets her hands on her homegirl Cameron. No, spoke too quick. Cameron's giving it to her with the mouth and putting boots to her too. Naomi's very athletic. All right, let's see here. Just check the comments, folks. Oh, sorry. All right. All right, Naomi eliminated Cameron. I honestly forgot this was an elimination match. Summer's gonna step up. Let's see how fast it starts. People getting pulled down here. Gotta think that Naomi went for a baseball slide through the crotch, and Summer stopped her, and then she kicked her in the face. That was kind of funny. All right, so just looking at the cards, letting you know we've had Fandango get over Justin Gabriel, Jack Swagger get over Cesaro, Miz and Miz Dow, new tag team champions, and then this is this match. We're in the Divas elimination match there. If you're following along, for whatever reason, I don't know why you'd be following along. Rewatching this, it's kind of crazy, but for those who are, we're in the Divas elimination match now. Guessing Dean Ambrose versus Bray Wyatt is on deck for us. That's going to be awesome. And the commentators are talking about the Mean Street Posse right now, so you can see how, if you thought it's bad, that I am not as interested in. Just take a look at those guys. Those guys are there live and having trouble. It's not been a horrible match or anything. It's just there's really no storylines built into it that makes you care. We need a little. We need something. We need something to care about the event. Wow, this thing is super slow. I'm about to tune over to. Let me tune over to TNA wrestling real quick. Okay. I'm sorry, I can't stick too much into this Divas match. Like I said, it has nothing built into it, so they don't give me a reason to care about it. What I do care about is the Wyatts, man. I had to talk about the Wyatts here while this is in the background. That split, everybody thought that Bray Wyatt would be the breakout star, and he is for sure. But Luke and then Eric, kind of afterthoughts. I don't think anybody thought that a singles title would be won first by someone other than Bray Wyatt. Tag team titles, if they got the straps before Bray got his individual strap, you know, that's reasonable to think. You know, but for Luke to go ahead and take that IC gold off of Dolph Ziggler, that was out of left field, and that's good because that's something that we've been missing in wrestling is just, you know, the surprise, the shocks, and then they come back and put the side of Luke in this main event here for the Authority versus Team Cena. So that's really been some interesting stuff. I'm gonna, you know, take a look into that, see how that really goes down. You know, I was mentioning earlier that the internet wrestling community is kind of dogging the WWE on Cesaro, and you know, because he lost again tonight, and you know, like I said, you know, a lot of people have lost before they went on to win gold, you know, heavyweight golds. You know, Cesaro's not close to winning heavyweight gold right now, but the point being is constant losing is not indicative of you getting released or forever staying in the doghouse. You know, just, you know, look at Daniel Bryan before he got hurt. He was losing everything under the sun, and then he won the world title, as I mentioned. But Dolph Ziggler is another thing, man. He's in that Kofi Kingston role, man. He can win all the mid-level talent titles, IC, US, whatever. Well, they just won't pull the trigger on this dude, and who knows what it is. You know, politics backstage. There's just, you know, it's a hard time right now with Brock Lesnar getting the title right now. You know, how are you going to argue that Dolph Ziggler should be holding the title right now over Brock Lesnar? I mean, you know, and then Roman Reigns is obviously, you know, injured but on deck, so Dolph Ziggler is in a hard spot. The most entertaining, as we go back to this elimination match, Summer Rae has just been eliminated by Emma, and it's 4-on-1 now. Actually, all the Divas on Paige's team have been eliminated now, and it'll be interesting if Paige beats them all. She's running away. Actually, Emma's going to stop her, and then let's see how that goes down. If it's a quick win or if she ends up beating all 4 girls, which will show her in beast mode because she's pretty much. Yeah, I can see that happening right now and put her right in line for the title again. That's the only storyline we can pretty much come out of this thing. But I was saying before, the only interesting thing out of this Divas elimination match is Tyson Kidd on the outside, headphones on, look like he's tweeting or maybe playing some FIFA 15 on his phone because he is not interested in this anything. And I think we even got a Natty's husband chant going on earlier, so I mean that's kind of hilarious. Check up on the chats. And these chats, the chat's not in order here. It's showing me all kinds of random order here. Let's see here. And pretty much after I put that, we're not going to AJ Lee. Melanie asked about AJ Lee. AJ Lee is the beast of the WWE's Divas division. You know, I don't know. Just quickly, they did eliminate Paige, so all 4 of the girls remain. But and Tyson Kidd is up celebrating with Natty on the top rope as if he had just won the match. That's freaking hilarious. I love Tyson Kidd. He's doing good stuff on NXT, putting over the young guys. But AJ Lee is a beast, man. I like AJ Lee. It's a shame if she leaves. I don't know if that rumor, in truth to that rumor, who knows? But she just really needs a good opponent. And Paige kind of, you don't want to get in the problem that we see with Cena and Orton because they're both young, and we're going to see them a lot. You don't want that rivalry to get stale in just a year or so. So they really need somebody else for Paige to work with, or excuse me, AJ Lee to work with. So I hope they bring up somebody quickly. Charlotte, I think she's there. Maybe she still needs a couple more tweaks. Maybe a couple more months. But I like her work, and I think she would be a good rival for AJ Lee. So AJ Lee's the bomb, man. I like AJ Lee. It's just I don't know how long she's gonna hang out. I mean, she's a big fan, so to see her walk away so quickly after she finally gets there, that'd be crazy. But it happens. People get burned out. Most people don't stay in careers very long before switching gears. It's just the days of working for the same company for 30 years and get a nice retirement watch, long gone. So, and they're recapping earlier tonight the relaunch, they're saying, of the brand new Fandango, which I guess now, instead of looking like your typical Dancing with the Stars, now he's Dancing with the Stars with a Spanish twist. Now he's rolling with Rosita. His music's changed, and he's got the red lights, and he's got, I guess, I don't know, a salsa twist to it now, but it's the same character. I mean, they don't really repackage him or anything, so that's one character I don't really care for. But he's got to be a face, His music was so captivating and trending, a year or two ago. So, I mean, they should take advantage of that. He should be a face. I mean, that's a face thing to have the whole crowd dancing. And I think he would take off a little bit better, but that's just my opinion. I don't know anything. I've never been a WWE wrestler, as they say, so. But it is what it is. Bad news Barrett's back. That's a guy they really love. They like to push him. He always is injured or taping movies or whatever. He doesn't seem to hang around very long. So I don't know. I don't know how long he'll be around. Much like AJ Lee, can we keep him in the match? Sorry guys, this cold is killing me, man. Kicking my butt.
We've already gotten off to a huge start. The stakes have gotten even higher here for tonight's main event in our Survivor Series. That's the Team Cena and Team Authority.
People don't understand.
What do you think, Mr. Heyman?
I think the stakes now are even higher than they were just a few hours ago, because now John Cena, who already has his sights set on the ratings.
Let's see here. Let me see if I can edit this for my peeps.
Is the Authority win? We say goodbye to Dolph Ziggler, goodbye to the Big Show, goodbye to Rowan, goodbye to Wyatt, and then what kind of punishment Stephanie and Triple H put John Cena through?
Well, we already got to hear from Mr. McMahon, and we're going to have him actually here on the Fallout show to discuss everything that happened tonight. Of course, we're also going to have the winner from Team Authority versus Team Cena, whoever that may be. Well, coming up tonight,
just commenting and updating the description so people can understand. I'm not showing the event. I'm not trying to get cheap hits by advertising as if I was. It says watching wrestling with friends. It doesn't say watching Survivor Series or anything like that. So just to let you guys know. All right, finally updated that. Should have had that from the get-go, but I really didn't. I didn't perceive people thinking that I was going. Who want me to give up my WWE pass? It's free. I don't understand that. I don't get people. Sorry. Let me put it in. Commenting, sorry. Updating comments. All right, so just a little update here to the comments. Because I am reading the comments. I was a little bit slow because it wasn't showing up. I'm on the on air. It wasn't showing up. The comments weren't showing up there. I know it's free outside the, not free outside the state. So, you know, I get that. I do understand that, and that sucks. WWE needs to get on it. It's also not free if you've already been subscribed to it. So I get that, but it's $10, dude. $10 for a freaking pay-per-view that usually costs $40 or more. You know, shell up the ducats. If you don't have it in your country, that sucks too. Being a fan, it's awesome to have this avenue to watch pay-per-views. You know, but you know, you gotta do what you gotta do. There's ways to get it, and you know, you don't have to look too hard. But I do. I subscribe to the WWE Network, and I invite you guys to do so too, if it is available in your area. But we finally got the people's main event. Dean Ambrose waiting on his boy, that sick freak, Bray Wyatt. I'm digging that. John, where you at in the comments? You in the comments either, dude? Let me see here. Checking Facebook. Find us on Hit the Ropes on Facebook as well. Usually post some stuff there. We got stuff on WWE TNA. We're part of TNA's PR. I don't know if you care about TNA, but if you do, we're on their PR list like other places. So we usually get their news, and we have it up there pretty quick. You know, like some of your favorite sites, so you can get some insight there. Bray Wyatt, top entrances in the game right now. Love Bray Wyatt. I would love it if they did a movie on the story of Bray Wyatt. They've never done that before in the history of the short history of WWE films. They did like a backstory. You know, what are the top backstories that they could run with right now that they could turn into movie? The Wyatts, of course, sick like Chainsaw Massacre type thing, or Chainsaw Massacre meets WWE Network. Sorry, John was saying now that the pay-per-view's almost over that that he's probably not gonna call on because he's having all kind of trouble. I don't get it, John. I don't get it. I don't get it, John. But anyways, Undertaker versus Undertaker and Kane. Much better story could be written there than Kane See No Evil. See No Evil 1 was not bad. I mean, it wasn't scary or anything, but it wasn't bad. See No Evil 2 kind of fell asleep through that one. Wasn't as bad as Big Show's Knucklehead. I know that's a kid's flick. I am not their target audience, but I do have kids, and I have watched many of the kid shows, and it's no good. But this, I ain't gonna see a lot of technical holds in this Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose match, and I'm okay with that. It's gonna be a good old-fashioned slugfest, and I'm sure it's gonna deliver here. Sorry, just checking the comments.
He's got some family counseling coming his way tonight. And again, with a big right hand as this match spills outside the ring. Well, they're tortured individuals, so they may be happy. Because I think they're tortured. To save
all right. Some people are saying that they can't get it WWE Network in their area and blah 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 blah. And that sucks. Not that this pay-per-view has been all that riveting. But it's all good.
That's a collision. Three hands are flying across the ring. Like that's taking control. That's what is scary about Bray Wyatt. He will cover again on Ambrose to just launch himself.
Felix asked quite a bit ago. I don't know if he's still around or she. Sorry, I don't know. I suppose that's a dude. I'm ignorant. Leave me alone. Who won the tag championship? Miz and Mizdow did, and it was a good ending, not a captivating match itself, but a very good ending. And they are going to war here. Crowd seems really into the Dean Ambrose Bray Wyatt feud, and this thing could go so many ways. I'm actually interested in seeing Dean Ambrose's film that he just did. I think he plays a good guy though, which is weird. He's such a sadistic dude on camera, so it's kind of it'll be kind of interesting to see how he plays out on film. And I totally think he should flip on. After this is done, I hate to jump from one feud to another. This one's just getting started, but when Roman Reigns comes back, Roman Reigns is gonna tear through Seth Rollins, but I think Dean Ambrose should insert himself into that. And if they don't give him Roman Reigns, Brock Lesnar, if he's not ready for that world title push, a heel turn on Dean Ambrose for them to battle it out, settle some things. That'd be cool. But I wonder who else will you know, if Bray Wyatt's reach will hit some other people. I'm hoping the Ascension down in NXT, the former tag team champions, they're kind of giving a good battle here down in NXT. But everybody keeps saying they're gonna make that leap. They're gonna make that leap and stuff. So I'm wanting them to jump, and Bray Wyatt could introduce them as his you know, some of his enforcers or whatever. Maybe have them war off against maybe war off on Eric Rollins. You know, if he can get somebody to get his back or something like that.
Ambrose was coming out those ropes full speed ahead and he just crashed.
That sucks, Brian. Sorry. Can't get on to the WWE Network, which is crazy. Maybe that's just many of the problems that, you know, people, they're having people sign up, and if they're having problems like Brian is, just signing up, you know, that's definitely a bad thing. Or Mountain Lightning about to have to pick up another can. I'm gonna have some serious health problems. All the sugar intake. Dean and Bray they got a 10 count. This match, man, this match really deserves like a false count anywhere match, or, you know, it's good. You can't jump right into that, but these two are they're throwing leather, man. Double clothesline to the outside. In slow-mo, you can just see their heads bouncing off, and they're face-to-face, egging one another on, trading headbutts. It's 3 shades of vicious, man. This match is as delivered, or as advertised, rather. Is delivered as advertised. Dean Ambrose is mocking Bray Wyatt as, you know, Bray always goes to the corner and flips upside down and does that psycho thing. Ambrose does it, and it's sick, twisted, and hilarious all in the same point. Man, remember when deep Sister Abigail? No, sir, Dean with the counter. Wasn't that long ago that Bray was Husky Harris in NXT, and, you know, got sit down because nobody cared about him whatsoever. And he just owns. This is like my 3rd time, but you know, we get a lot of hate on the internet, as you can see in the comments, for folks want me to shout out my bucket so they can watch the pay-per-view. A lot of hate in the wrestling community, but gotta give some love sometimes too. And Bray Wyatt's got his gimmick down pat, as does Dean Ambrose, which is why this match right now is 3 shades of awesome. So usually we get like an encore match off of some big pay-per-views on the next night on Raw. Hopefully these guys have something in the gas tank and can deliver again tomorrow. Let's see here. Got another superplex coming down. I thank you guys for subscribing. Like I said, this is just a new thing that we do. We don't normally do this stuff. We usually do like interviews, and we do podcasts. We were featured on podcast one for guys just getting familiar with our brand. We had a digital magazine that we did on for about a year. Had it on iTunes and Google, and got to go to TNA events, RH events. WWE didn't show us any love. So that was cool. So Shakara and some MMA events as well. So we're just trying this thing out on Google Plus. This is our first event on Google Plus, so we're new, and there's gonna be a lot of crap that sucks, and like the fact that I'm running solo. Not that I don't really care. I don't really mind. It's actually kind of fun, but we'll have some more people on here kicking things around. We'll probably do this for either Monday Night Raw, SmackDown, or maybe even Impact, because Impact has been getting better, but we'll see. And in Impact, it'd be a lot better if you're watching with people, which is kind of the gist of this thing. Is not to give away a free show, because I've owned things, small businesses and stuff, and I'm not gonna get on a soapbox, but it's good when people pay for it. So, but it's when we can talk about it. That's cool too. That's what this is all about. Let's see here.
Now it's Ambrose who feels the momentum shifting to his way.
Powerbomb by Bray. No, sir. Dean Ambrose is gonna. Oh my God. Dean Ambrose hit the ropes. Turns around. Bray Wyatt's there and delivers a clothesline that make JBL jealous. That thing was vicious. Ooh, replayed, and it echoed throughout the arena. That thing was sick. Ooh. Just dropped him on. Bray Wyatt dropped Ambrose on the steps, and now he's picking up on a body slam. And he's gonna toss him back in the ring. Bray Wyatt's got to be one of my favorite characters going right now, man. They did a great job. They got him in the feud with Cena, just kind of get him there. JR, don't really care for his character, and the fact that if you listen to JR's podcast, which is a great podcast, you should check it out. If you don't, he doesn't like his character because he's confused with the singing and everything, if he's a face or heel. Things with the singing, I think he should be more of a face, because crowd participation is not really a heel thing. That's what I get from it. He's picking up a mic and he's about to bring it into the ring. It's going to talk to him. But, I mean, I don't think you have to define who you are, heel or face. Let people choose. Some people will like it, some people will hate it. As long as you have a character that people can get behind one way or the other. As long as you're not Fandango, you're doing good. Right now, he's pleading to Dean on the mic, saying they're special, and now he drops the mic and decks him. Said his path has been chosen, so apparently, wasn't the right path of going underneath a chair. It's about to decimate him with a couple chairs there, I guess. His path's been chosen. He throws the chair to Bray, and Bray picks it up as the ref throws out the other one. That's not the smart path. Does Bray have any friends, though? He's begging him to hit him. He drops to his knees and telling him to punish him. That's what's sick about Bray Wyatt's character, man. Yeah, that's what's great about it. And Dean Ambrose is disqualified. He did use the chair. It was not a no DQ match, which will probably be where we're going from here. maybe at the Rumble. Double arm DDT. Good night. Good night, Mr. Wyatt. Well, that's good. And we'll get a good promo out of Bray Wyatt on how Dean has he's special and he reached on to that other side that nobody else has. And that's good. It's and now he's choosing his path yet again, and he's going for a table. His path is leading him to a dark place for Mr. Wyatt. Not good at all. This match is over, but the night is not over for Bray Wyatt. He's about to have some bad things happen to him. I love that character, man. Bray Wyatt's character is straight out of True Blood before it got all weird with werewolves and all that other magic. I like my vampires. I don't like them with magic. Makes no sense, but whatever. So the writing got diluted. Hopefully that will not happen with Bray Wyatt's character. Brian Pillman, Dean Ambrose going to the top. Wyatt laid flat on the table. Oh, blows a slobbery kiss. And a Macho Man elbow drop. Puts him through the table. Escar. Oh, he ain't done yet. More tables. This is gonna set up maybe a TLC match at Rumble. I don't really have too many gimmick matches on it, I don't think. John, join the chat somewhere. Let me know, because John is a Royal Rumble historian, the guy that is not on this, which better be on for the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, because he loves the Rumble. John, let me know on Facebook or wherever if there's been any kind of gimmick matches on the Rumble card outside of the Rumble itself. They don't usually dilute it too much with that, but that's got to be where this thing is headed. Dean Ambrose is just literally littering the ring with chairs, just burying Wyatt, and the crowd's going nuts. Kind of weird. But it was like he destroyed him. And then he's going to get up and like smile or something. Something sadistic. Dude's still going. The ladder. Yeah, see, we got to be going to TLC. This is definitely got to do this to TLC. What the heck is that? He's still going. Oh, that's why. The next pay-per-view, I'm thinking Royal Rumble for some reason. That's because John said it. But TLC is next. All right, so this is obviously where this is headed to. I was thinking Royal Rumble because John said he was going to join me for the Royal Rumble, which TLC slated for December. Royal Rumble is in January, right? So yeah, that's where this is going. So scratch that, John. You don't have to comment on is it going to be a specialty match at the Rumble or has the villain, because we're going to get it at TLC. That's what this is all about. So that's cool. You get no small. This is awesome, champ. He's got a 15-foot ladder. I don't know what. He's buried in everything, so there's no way he's jumping on that because it's got tables and crap on top of him. He would be nuts. He would be nuts, and he's climbing up the ladder. He is nuts. I'm sure he's just gonna. Yeah, he's just got to be telling everyone how great he is. Yeah. So that match was done, and very good match. I enjoyed that. So to catch people up, Fandango defeated Justin Gabriel in the pre-show, as well as Jack Swagger buried Cesaro. Miz and Mizdow came out of the Fatal 4-Way for the new Tag Team Championship match. The ending of that was really good, just the way you expected it to play out. Team Fox, Alicia Fox, Emma, Naomi, and Natalya got the victory, with Tyson Kidd celebrating at the end as they defeated Team Paige, Cameron, Layla, and Summer Rae. Paige was the last person standing for her team, and then I think it was like 4-on-1, and she just got handled, and that was it. And then Bray Wyatt just won via DQ over Dean Ambrose. Ambrose brought the chairs in, and or excuse me, got the chair when it was brought in, and destroyed him, and then buried him under tables and chairs, and he brought a ladder out, setting up TLC, which is going to be going down December 15th. Tables and chair, December 14th in Ohio. So we got the Divas championship match. I know apparently that's been in demand. Melanie's been waiting on that. So hopefully you're still listening, Melanie. Or if you're going to tune back in, hopefully so. And you'll see we'll be getting that piece of action next. I don't know. That's going to be our die-down match. Give us a breath of air so we can relax after the hype from the Ambrose match before the big finale here. Checking out on WWE.com and see if they've got anything cracking here, because they talk about exclusive, but it's just interviews. So,
yo, you hear the week of?
Oh, have y'all? You've got to have seen the Week of Greatness Reebok commercial with John Cena. You're not a fan, but that thing is on the money. Just kind of playing off the Is Wrestling Real. Very funny. YouTube that if you haven't seen it already. Team Authority's getting a pep talk now. Let us know that they better not screw up, or their jobs are gonna. I don't know what he's gonna do if they lose. If they lose, oh well. He ain't got no power to fire them, because the stipulation is only John Cena can bring them back. So we'll see what the reason why John Cena will bring them back. So
people who will gain the most. All of you.
That's right, more title matches.
They're probably some title matches as the incentive.
Everything that you've worked so hard for, everything that you
if they get the win. So we'll see how that goes down.
You can't let us down. You can't let us down. We can't lose. We can't lose.
Stephanie doggone crying over here that she can't lose. She can't lose.
This is one of those times in your life. One of those moments that you
Triple H kicking up the pep talk. But remember, as I stated earlier, if you tuned in earlier, going back to 1994, the Survivor Series poster has told everything. Now, some of the posters had people who were not participating in the event, maybe have made a run-in or something, but didn't have a match. Or sometimes they'll have multiple matches on the poster, but when they've had a wrestler from a single match, we didn't have multiple people from multiple matches on. The person on that poster has gone on to win only 3 out of 12 times. So 3-9 in those attempts. So that's a good sign. Like I said, ad agency, the in-house ad agency probably is not there to to sitting on the creative meetings, but for what it's worth, as they say on ESPN, numbers never lie. And Seth Rollins is on 2014 poster, and he's on Team Authority, so that's not good news. So I really thought Triple H would have done his research, made sure he put John Cena's face saluting on the bright and red and yellow shirt on that poster. That way he wouldn't be going through this pain right now. But instead he's sitting there doing a pep talk to a bunch of guys who are going to lose. This is a very emotional speech here.
Is on the line because trust me, as God is my witness, it is.
Just pumping these guys up to go to war. Which reminds me, I wish TLC was no more. They brought back War Games, man. There's not a good feud right now that would call for it, unfortunately. And back when we had Seth, Ambrose, and looks like we got something else here. Adam Rose is coming out, so it looks like we got a unscripted match. Adam Rose is coming out. Is he fighting the bunny or something? No, Adam Rose and the bunny. So I guess they're fighting. Oh Lord, what's Heath Slater and Slater Gator, whatever they're called. Because they had a little backstage skit where they were doing product placement in WWE action figures, and they might have gotten into it there. The bunny was trying to do the trust fall, but Adam Rose is having no part of it. Let's go ahead and have these guys fight. Oh, this gimmick was I thought it's unique and everything, but gives us something different. But kind of got stale on me fast. I don't really care for the Adam Rose gimmick. I don't know what you guys think. Yeah, Slayer Gator. So we needed a throwaway match after the Ambrose so we can kind of get down and then get back up here, catch our voices and everything. Which I thought was with the Diva, but I guess we have some extra time. Because the main card only had like 5 matches now, so this will be 6. This is a total throwaway match. It seemed to like Heath Slater. He stuck around, got a lot of mic time for a guy who hasn't really had any significant, can't get past the glass ceiling. He's like the lower tier. Maybe mid card to me. But he sure does get a lot of mic time for someone that low. Better be careful with that though. Zack Ryder was in that same boat for a little while. Zack Ryder probably had a little bit more, had a bigger run. His 2-week run with John Cena or whatever that was, and he's now part of the dreaded hallway crew now. Checking out Facebook. Find us on Hit the Ropes on Facebook there. See what people are talking about. Really into that Bray Wyatt match that we just had. I like Titus, man. Titus O'Neil. I don't know. I think he would benefit a lot from going down to NXT longer. He had a little brief run in NXT. I think he would benefit from going down there. I mean, and just get where he could be a main event guy and down to NXT, and instead of kind of just struggling down here. I mean, at least he's in a program now. Although between the freaking Ambrose and a bunny. Cole let us know that the bunny is actually a man in a bunny suit. Wow, we're breaking news here, folks. Man, the thing about the WWE right now, everybody likes to lean on the Attitude Era, and we need to go back to the Attitude Era, and it's really about the people they have that doesn't, and the bunny just won, and Adam Rose is looking disappointed that shocked that he didn't get a tag and the bunny won, yada yada. But back to the Attitude Era, and we talk about advertisements and not allowing us to and he's going to do his trust fall now. But they could get sponsors higher, I know they want to play the kids. They do a lot of Make-A-Wish Foundation, but there's, they could get higher sponsors. You look at the UFC, which is all about blood and action, and they've got, corporate sponsors to benefit. So if they wanted to go the route, they could. And you got to think they're on at 9 o'clock at night. What kid, 7, 8 years old should be up on a school night watching that product? So that alone should push it to a PG-13 time slot. We're not on Saturday mornings like WWE was when it was WWF. So it's but as I say that, we're getting a stacked down commercial for Lego like action figures. So they're playing to their audience, but I think their audience is kind of this is the connection we have with Larry King. He's in the WWE Network or WWE Films production here, the holiday movie of some sort. Jingle all the way to. Okay. That's what it is. I know that was a WWE Films production.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome our guest at this time. Joining us live, Roman Reigns.
All right, we got another Roman Reigns plug.
Roman, thank you so much for joining us.
Keep them relevant.
In an event Survivor Series, which has been very important to your career. 2 years ago, you debuted here, and last year.
Thing is, I mean, they're plugging the Roman Reigns, and they're plugging the Roman Reigns and these like little interview segments, but it's not really relevant plugs. It's just like this should be it should be stuff fit for WWE.com, man. It's not informative. It's not really entertaining. It's not him. He's not really calling too many people out. He just, he says he's going to get better, healthier than ever, and come back and do this and that. But come on, man. They did a better job, like Randy Orton. If you remember back when he had one of his mini injuries, like collarbone injury or whatever that was, where he's come back and he's telling people that he was like 50%, and he was 65%, he was like 72%. He couldn't do anything, but he was entertaining. Stone Cold, when he was out with neck injury or whatever that was, where he was coming in and doing skits with Kurt Angle and Vince McMahon, couldn't wrestle, but he was doing a bunch of entertaining stuff. Roman Reigns communicating via satellite like his homie The Rock, and they really do nothing for us.
That's your question? That's your question, because that's a stupid question. How would I feel?
At least he's putting Michael Cole in his place.
I think the whole world knows how I feel about that slimeball backstabbing Seth Rollins.
Apparently he doesn't care for Seth Rollins. News to me.
In a month's time,
All right, we got 2 matches left for the pay-per-view here.
Around this time next month, Roman Reigns is back. And you can believe that.
I don't know why I can't respond to Melody. It's kind of weird. All right, now we get a Team Cena
Listen,
prep talk.
I know tonight is the biggest night of your careers in the WWE. I'm going to do everything I can out there to make sure it's not your last.
You and I, for some reason, have been on the same page since day one. You know why?
When can I watch this? Someone asked that a long time ago. They're probably not here.
For this team, every last breath.
Watch it anytime on WWE Network. Is there any way to watch the Survivor Series besides the WWE Network? Pay-per-view. It's on pay-per-view. And then also illegal ways, but they're cracking down on that. FBI. I know it's the FBI, but oh Lord, Eric Rowan silent until now maybe. NSA, I think, is the tackling some of those major ones. Eric Rowan dropping knowledge, telling people what they got to do tonight. Win. All right. Divas match is on. Nikki doing her thing. They've been butchering this thing the storyline all day long, saying how long Brie has to be Nikki's personal assistant. They were saying on the pre-show, today's the last day. Today's the last day. When now Michael Cole is saying tomorrow's the last day. Or we have 2 days, so I guess it's clean today and tomorrow as opposed to tomorrow and the next day. So, whatever. I guess we'll get our payoff tomorrow. So we'll see if AJ Lee can still hold on to the title. I don't think so. I think she drops the strap and then we get a feud between the two, or maybe we'll just have a feud between the two at TLC. Who knows? All right. Fast forward here. Checking out the comments here. Someone's having problems with blurry. WWE Network, but other people saying theirs good. Mine's good. Someone said, Swerve, Bunny Unmasked and Sting debuts. That did not happen, thank God. That would be the worst debut in history. I don't know. Conan's as that little Mega Man guy. That's pretty up there, too. I apologize. Cold. Cold is kicking my butt. John says it's been years since we've seen a great Divas Survivor Series elimination tag team match, and we just saw that. 3 people like that. Nope, someone said really it was awful. But it's 2 folks' opinion. And was not good. It really wasn't. It was pretty bad.
The challenger from Scottsdale, Arizona, Nikki Bella.
All right, we're getting our championship introductions.
And her opponent from Union City, New Jersey, she is the Divas champion, AJ Lee.
I hope this is a quick one so we can just get into this match. But we got an hour left or so. So this match is probably going to go on a decent amount. We probably still see something else between this and the championship match. I doubt this is going 30 minutes. So it'll be interesting to see Breeze on the apron and will not get down for some reason. And she makes out with AJ Lee. Big forearm by Nikki, and it's going to be over just like that, just like I said. Wow. Quick match, 1, 2, 3. New tag team champion. And Brie is ecstatic. Maybe because she got to kiss AJ Lee. I don't know. But we have a new Divas champion. Oh, wow. So, was it all a ruse? That was interesting. So now we got an hour to play with. And Nikki and Brie are... See, Booker T teased this all he kept saying blood's thicker than water. These guys they're gonna be okay with one another. You know what? No, you could pick on my brother, and we're gonna go to war. But me and my brother can fight all day. So he was hinting that they were going to come back together tonight, and that's exactly what happened. Did not see it happening in that fashion. Very interesting though. I was thinking, that she was going to win the title. I thought she was going to win the. Stop it! Oh man, Stone Cold has finally got Vince McMahon on the podcast. That is, if it. Oh, I hope it is not. Stone Cold has a great podcast on Podcast One. Oh, they're doing it live. So I mean, we all know that they've had this partnership with where he would pick a WWE Network match and tell people to go view it, and he'll tell why. It started off as just a YouTube thing, and then he's teamed up with the WWE and gave something from WWE Network. Now Vince McMahon is going to be on in 1 week, and it will also be live on the WWE Network. So they're adding audio and video to that thing, of course, and that'll be epic if it was just his podcast. How much of it will be scripted? How much of it will be a WWE production and not a Stone Cold podcast? That's what it will truly be. Because if there's telling stories and kicking it like I'm doing, that's gonna be awesome. But if they're setting up something for him to come back at WrestleMania, one more match, that'll be okay too. I mean, Stone Cold is everybody's asking for CM Punk, CM Punk, CM Punk. I don't really care because he's gone. So if he's gone, I'm not gonna really hone into it. But that could be the bait that lead him back. Stone Cold wants one more match. We've seen their interactions with the WWE game. I think it was 14. And then also on pay-per-views. Previously, I think it was like the Royal Rumble where Stone Cold and him kind of got into it when he was CM Punk was doing his bigger than God thing with either Jeff Hardy or Rey Mysterio, whichever one he was in. But that could be the thing that leads both men back. Stone Cold, would come back for the right reason only. CM Punk is probably only going to come back, if it's something epic. So both of those two megastars are looking for. They're just asking, begging for an excuse to come back. Give it to them, man. And the point being, Vince McMahon's on the podcast. That could be, the stepping stones. I don't think a major announcement like that will come off then, but it certainly could. All right, we're getting the review of what's happened thus far that led us to this big traditional Survivor Series matchup between Team Authority and Team Cena. And gotta keep stressing, there's no way this match goes an hour. So a lot of people have been talking about Sting being in the building. A lot of people have been talking about Randy Orton being in the house. Being that we're in St. Louis. Excuse me. He is not on Team Cena or the Authorities team. So if he comes back, okay, that's not really anything. But for Sting to debut here, where we've had The Undertaker debut, we've had The Rock debut at Survivor Series. We had the screw job. There's so many historical events have happened at Survivor Series. But everybody's talking about it. So you know how the WWE does. If too many people are talking about it, they try to outsmart the room. And they usually try and go the other direction with it, which is good in some occasions, but sometimes you just got to give people what they want, man. Sometimes you don't have to surprise the fans. Their pop could be just as good as a reaction could be just as good with a surprise as knowing it all along, but it's exactly what they wanted. So that's something, But who knows? Things got to have a reason to come back outside of just the merchandise. So we'll see if we'll see if it could go. Or a lot of times you don't get it tonight. May get it tomorrow, the day after. Give you a reason to tune into Raw. But we'll see here. Oh. Just checking the comments here. Cool. All cut up. I forget. There's so many comments because this thing's on Google Plus. It's on YouTube, and for whatever reason, they don't. The YouTube comments.
John, Sunday Survivor Series
Don't show up in the same spot here, or if they do, I haven't figured that out yet. Which is kind of weird. I don't know why. I don't know why it goes down like that. It's all good. It's a freaking oven in this house. Bear with me, folks. All 9,000 of you.
Every single one of you are fired.
Sweating up in this mug. Repping my Panthers, which we did not lose today. We also didn't play today, but we count that as a win. The season we're having. Also, another hint outside of the poster fact where 3 out of 9, 3-9 record in the last 20 years, 10 years, whatever, 20 years, is the fact that the Team Authority has been dominating on television. So that usually gives us, bam, the opposite end's gonna make out at the pay-per-view. It's kind of old school TV booking as I see it. So the Authority making a slow walk down to the ring. It's such a weird stipulation. So for those who didn't catch it, the stipulation is that and Mr. McMahon will be on the WWE Network, as some may see right after Survivor Series. But it's so weird. WWE has put it now, or Vince McMahon has put it, if John Cena wins, the Authority is out of power. But for some reason, John Cena has the power to bring them back. Why in the world would he want to bring them back? That's the obvious question, but I mean, I guess that's the point. I guess that's the twist, the seeing the reasons why he's going to bring them back. But if he wins, the WWE universe is going to crap all over it. Because John Cena is probably going to be the one that gives this team the victory. And they're going to crap all over it. Not that anybody's in love with the Authority being in Authority. Just gives them another reason to hate. Seth Rollins. I like how they teased the fact that he was going to cash in on Brock Lesnar some months back. Because up until that point, we were saying that's a dead case, man, and nobody's actually going to cash in on Brock Lesnar. It's just not going to happen. Because they've been putting him in beast mode lately with his defeat over Undertaker, and then the way that they allowed him to whoop up on Brock Lesnar or John Cena. No way, Seth Rollins, little dinky old Seth Rollins, can cash in. And then he tried. They followed it, of course, like they always do before. Rusev's an interesting one coming into this. He's getting some main event rub. The new U.S. champion here, which that was a no-brainer to put the U.S. title on him. Actually took a little bit longer than I thought it would. They're bringing him on the right way. They're not forcing anything with him. So that's Lawler talking about he's the proud son of Bulgaria, the SOB. He is super corny. All right, Mr. Money in the Bank taking forever with his Mean Street Posse, as that was referenced earlier tonight. Still confused on why he has the goons that roll with him. Okay, as of Team Cena is on the way. Yoshi's asking about the results. So what's happening tonight? We've had kickoff with the pre-show, Fandango defeated Justin Gabriel. They, said the re-debut of Fandango, but he was just giving a Spanish flair to it. Nothing really interesting there. Jack Swagger defeated Cesaro. Of course, the internet wrestling community immediately says that Cesaro is getting buried. He's just losing. He'll get back. They still don't know what to do with Jack Swagger. They really seem to like him, but he can't really get that push. All of Team Authority is in the ring now, so they're waiting for Team Cena. The Miz and Damian Mizdow got the gold. Very entertaining finish there, as Mizdow got the win for the Miz, but Miz took all the credit and stole the belts and immediately paraded around there. So that was probably like the funniest thing, most entertaining thing that's happened tonight. It's been a soft B as far as the scale. We'll see how the pay-per-view ends, and that could ramp up. But if it ended right now, it'd be a soft B. Team Fox, Alicia Fox, Emma, Naomi, Natalya won. They were all left against Team Paige, which was Paige, Cameron, Layla, and Summer Rae. Paige was the only one left, and a lot of people were like, "Oh, she's gonna pull a Randy Orton. She's gonna wipe through the remaining 4." Nah, it didn't happen. I thought Paige was gonna win, and she's gonna set up, her spot to get right back in the title hunt, but not right now. Team Fox won with a clean sweep. Eric Rowan's making his way to the ring for Team Cena. Bray Wyatt won via DQ when he brought a chair in, went to Ambrose, and Ambrose used it and demolished him, and then littered the ring with tables, put him through a table, littered the ring with all kinds of chairs and ladders and everything like that, and setting us up for next month, TLC. We had an impromptu match nobody cared about, but it was just like a killer match to get us down from the hype of the Ambrose Wyatt match, where Ambrose won, teaming with the Bunny. The Bunny got the win, and then Adam Rose was looking at the Money sideways when he got the win over Slater Gator. And then we had the upset of the night. I take that back. Maybe the most I already forgot about it. So, but Nikki Bella won the Divas Championship. A lot of people were thinking AJ Lee was going to leave after the night, so she was going to drop the strap. It was a very quick match, very odd. Bree jumped up on the apron and planted a big kiss on AJ Lee. AJ Lee was like, "What the heck's going on?" And then just got destroyed by Nikki Bella, who beat her in like 30 seconds. And now that brings us to the finale. We got 15 minutes to go, so they're really giving us a lot of time, or we're going to get something else pretty cool that's going to happen at the end. John Cena is finally making his way out, and again, the stipulations are if Cena wins, Team Authority is no more; they're disbanded. But he still has the right to bring back the Authority whenever he wants. Maybe I missed something. Maybe he can appoint whoever he wants as the new reigning GM. That might make a little bit more sense. Unless there's something that's going to develop later. Why would you bring back the Authority, who did no justice to you or anybody else? If Team Cena loses, apparently everybody else gets fired. So we've got a standoff now. Everybody's in the ring now, about to go down in the like some cowboys in a saloon. Check here. All right, just checking the comments here. All right, it's about to get down with the nitty gritty. Another Mountain Lightning sponsored break here. Biggest pop will probably be when Eric Rowan and Luke Harper square off. Right now, we got some heat with the Big Show and Mark Henry. You know, Mark Henry turned his back on the Big Show because Triple H is slapping Mark Henry in the face, getting amped up. Pretty interesting pep talk they had back. Kind of lead to this, trying to kind of really put some emphasis on the importance of this match, as it is going to. So someone kept asking about how this is going to affect the atmosphere of Raw or WWE after this. So we'll find out. And the tide is not looking good. Mark Henry gets knocked out in 10 seconds after the big pep talk. And Mark Henry is done and eliminated. Boom, just like that. He's burning it at the Big Show, and Big Show should just clean his clock. And Triple H and Stephanie McMahon, who have not left the apron as if they're about to get tagged in, it's not looking good. At this point, we about to call Teddy Long, get him to come back, make us some tag team matches. Big Show looking real confident right now, so he's a boss. Let's see here. Just chilling here, checking this out. Seth Rollins is trying to get him. Mr. Money in the Bank trying to get him some of the Big Show. His face, whatever. I'm gonna see how long before Triple H pulls somebody out of the match and insert him as a member of this match so he don't go down. Big Show destroying Kane right now. And this is a 5-on-5. We had a 4-on-4 earlier. And Cena's in and trying to beat up on my boy Kane right now. John Cena hit that John Cena drop kick. You know it's over now. You can't mess with him. I had to check out all right, this is Eric Rowan, Luke Harper standoff that we were talking about. I think they're gonna hug. I don't know. Luke Harper's shaking. I don't know what's going on here. The crowd is really feeling it. And Seth Rollins tags himself, and we don't get to see it. No tease here. I was not a big Seth Rollins fan back when he was rolling in ROH as their champion, but man, he was proving my doubts incorrect. He's got a lot better. Same with Daniel Bryan. Daniel Bryan was a solid worker, but in ROH, but his mic skills, it's not like he's like prolific on the mic anymore. You know, he's got the yes chant that he got from Diego Sanchez, who got from Tony Robinson. But man, people at WWE, they're good at what they do, man. And they're able to make these guys like money. But they drop the ball sometimes, man. Ryback was so hot at one point in his feud with John Cena 2 years ago. They're trying to bring him back now, I guess, but I know he's limited in the ring, but this Feed Me More chant was pretty over, and now it ain't much to it, but that man steals so many people's gimmicks, man. Rolled on the one. You got the RVD, you got with the look, you've got Goldberg with the look. Rusev, that's a bad boy. Rusev versus stare now. Two beasts get ready to go to a Ryback and Rusev. You just gotta love the simplicity of Rusev's character. Just a throwback, kind of 80s character there, but it works. It works for any period of time, man. Just rough, strong, beat people down. Feed Me More is echoing through the building right now as he is looking to finish Rusev. And he's got him up. He's about to be shell-shocked, y'all. You can't pin my man. All right, chaos has ensued, and everybody's in the ring right now. Big Show stomping a mud hole, and Rusev, Eric Rowan, curb stomp on Ryback, and it's over. He's about to get super kicked. Boom! And it's 1, 2, 3. And we're even, all even now. So Big Show eliminated Mark Henry in 15 seconds after he charged in like a bull to the right fist. And for some reason, I don't know why, Stephanie McMahon is chanting yes. I guess to get cheap heat as Rusev was eliminated Ryback. Yes chant has nothing to do with this, but that's neither here nor there, my friends. We're all tied, and everybody's looking real super serious now. So it's back to square one. We got Rusev, who is already, we know his history with the Big Show. They're going at it again. Rusev was not ever defeated by the Big Show. But Big Show looking to get that revenge right now. Change that. Put the weight. Oh, he called for that old school choke slam. Andre the Giant's son, as he was noted in WCW, looking to drive him through the map. But Luke Harper's in now. Let's get that tag to Eric. Pump up that the heat one more time before they go out of that TLC. Big Show's moving. He's got that big body moving. Big drop kick from Luke Harper. Man, Big Show's underrated for the size, man. He's one of the best big men, him and Kane. You always hear Undertaker Andre the Giant, rough, rightfully so. But Big Show can move, man. As big as he is. So no more eliminations. We're all even. All even here. I had to take a pause for the cause, folks, and got me a cough drop. Sickness is killing me. Straight killing me. As they say, folks, the show must go on. Got Halls here. Been cool if John would have stuck around, bail me out with some talk and not to yap my mouth for 3 hours, but I'm enjoying it. It's cool. Flip back through results here. Sometimes Monday nights are better than pay-per-views. You get your big finisher on pay-per-views, but you really get the closure on the night after, and then brand new feuds start off. So tomorrow night's gonna be awesome. A lot of people thinking Sting's gonna show up tonight because it's free. Pay-per-view's free. I think they'll use it. If he's gonna show up soon, it'll be tomorrow. That's my thinking. Just because I don't know. I mean, it makes sense to show him tonight because then you say, "Oh, he showed up on Survivor Series." If you had paid the $9.99, or in this case it's free right now, you know that's the kind of stuff you'll be getting. But people are already tuning in with that expectation. You can save it for ratings on Monday night. You have people flip to the channel. People aren't gonna all of a sudden tune in at this point and for Sting. They would have already done it with the hope that he's there, and sucks that they didn't get him, but you can get the ratings the next night. Just thought. About 30 minutes ago in the pay-per-view, and like I said earlier, low B. We'll see how it plays out here. The ending can really boost the value of the pay-per-view. If we get something historic, like they were crying all day and night that we're gonna get something historic. And I don't know what the frick I'm doing with this. It's like 1,000 degrees in my house. I don't know how to work the freaking thermostat. I'm a moron. It's all good. Kane was working over Dolph Ziggler. Man, Dolph Ziggler got that throwback. Definitely got that Mr. Perfect ability to sell. Sometimes it's oversell, which is the same as Mr. Perfect bouncing, kind of makes things look goofy at times, but others, most other times makes it look like 100. He's being destroyed, absolutely destroyed, and that's why people love him. But I don't know, he just can't get over for some reason with the brass. Again, as we mentioned earlier, he's in that Kofi Kingston spot, that Shelton Benjamin spot, man. He'll get there. Mark Henry got there, 15 years later. If he wants to stick around, he will. He's whole goal, but he'll actually get a decent run. Eventually, Christian got a push, although his push was started because of the Edge career ending, and it wasn't much to it. But I think Dolph will get there. And now everybody's taking turns on Dolph. Rusev is destroying him. He's just making everybody look real strong on Team Cena right now. Like, there's no hope. I mean, making everybody look good on Team Authority. And with maybe the momentum has shifted with that recent win. And just destroying the ribs now. Just laying into him. Rusev is looking like a straight beast. And I just noticed Dolph Ziggler. It looks like his OVR. I'm not clued in. I don't know if he's cutting promos on using that or has it on Twitter. I don't know if it's over, showing how over he is. Or Ohio Valley Wrestling, a nod to his starts. Okay. Seth versus Dolph Ziggler. That's a matchup that would be very interesting. Those guys are battling out now. Very interesting to see.
Mark Henry didn't do so well. Did you think for 1 minute they were concerned about Mark Henry getting his lights knocked out? They were just concerned about themselves and their authority. Why would they be concerned about Mark Henry? This is about their livelihood. They're here, they can take care of Mark Henry. They're not here, Mark Henry's lost as well. How about Seth Rollins?
The thing is, Seth Rollins, he's team with the authority there. It's a good way to keep him relevant, man. Because having this Money in the Bank, and we know he's not going to cash in. One, Brock Lesnar's not around. You can't cash in on anyone who's not around. Whatever happened to you have to defend your belt within 30 days? What happened to that rule? We've seen titles stripped because of that. I guess the authority is ignoring that clause. We ain't seen Brock Lesnar, defend that title in a minute. So maybe with Teddy Long back in action, we'll see that clause implemented. Maybe we'll get an interim champion. That would be interesting if they could set that up. Interim champion. Seth Rollins cashes in on the interim champion, becomes the champion, and Brock says, "Hey, remember, one, I'm the real champion. I've never been beaten. Two, remember when you tried to cash in on me? I did not forget about that." So that would set up a easy feud. But it's been 60 days since title defense, and it looks like Dolph is about to cash in on Rusev, and not so much. Luke Harper with the save. John Cena with the AA choke slam on John Cena, and they're just cleaning the house now. Finishes from everybody. Let's see who will be the last 2 men standing. And boom! Looks like Rusev's gonna be the last man in. Oh no, he's about to get zigzagged or something. Nope, famous sir. Nope. Oh, caught by Rusev, and Rusev power bombs him onto 50 people waiting outside. I forgot who's the legal man now. Rusev and somebody. But let's see how this goes down, because everybody's wasted on the outside. Rusev's Spanish announce table. About time. We were waiting for it. It's been happening all night. Rusev's about to lay somebody out. Oh, he ain't done there. He wants some English announce table too. He is not prejudiced against tables. He will lay you out on a Spanish one
his hair, dragging Ziggler. That bode well for you. Come on. What are you doing?
Oh, Rusev jumped from the U.S. announce table to the Spanish announce table. I don't know why I said U.S. The regular announce table to the Spanish, but Dolph moved, and now both men are laid out. And now we got to figure out. Wait, there's countouts apparently, and they are throwing. They can't throw Rusev in, so he's eliminated. So we know we couldn't have Rusev get pinned. Got to keep him looking clean. So now Triple H is freaking out. And we get a small USA chant. That was pretty bad. Rusev, they're showing that replay. He dives from one table to the other, knocks himself out. Got now. 4-on-3 with Cena got the advantage now. Team Cena, that is.
The action continues in the ring with a, well, I'm going to choke Cena.
Uh-oh, Cena's getting charged. Blue Thunder. And Kane is not about to see John Cena right now. He's not about to see him. We're about to go up 4-2 Team Cena. In AA. Get that man a drink because he's done. Nope. Seth Rollins comes in, intervenes. Curb stomp. Goodbye, Cena. Now this would be interesting if Cena's out. But Kane is still out from the AA, so. So they're both gonna tag Luke and Eric are both the only ones on the apron. We're about to get that action in a second here. They're both gonna tag. Well done. Set up perfectly. I forget what the heck happened to Big Show because he's taking a knee for like 30 minutes there. Trying to decide if he wanted Denny's or Crackle Barrel after the show. And the two big men do tag in. I was a big fan of Luke Harper on the indie scene. Was it Dragon Gate? Dragon Gate? I'm such a big fan, I can't even freaking remember right now. Oh, Rollins and just broke. Oh, massive clothesline by Luke Harper, and Eric is done. That was a big clothesline. So now it's it's 3-on-3. Show, Cena, and Ziggler. Ziggler is out. He's sleeping right now. And we got Rollins, Kane, and Luke Harper. So it's all even, but Right now it's a 3-on-2 because Show turns on Cena. Show turns on Cena. Rollins looks shocked. This is crazy. So Show walks over to Triple H and reaches his hand out. Remember, everybody gets fired. And he's going to get himself counted out. He's going to just step over the ropes and hit the locker room. And so I guess that's what he was debating on the outside. He wasn't debating if he was going to Cracker Barrel or Denny's. He had to decide when he was going to betray John Cena, and he just did. That was – see, I said this was a soft B until this happens. Now we got to wonder, why did Big Show do it? Why Big Show, but why? We'll see him on Raw tomorrow night, and they just roll John Cena to the floor. And Dolph Ziggler's the only one left. So either something epic has to happen where Dolph Ziggler runs through 3 people, Rollins, Kane, and Luke Harper, or everybody getting fired. And pink slips are being handed out left and right. I missed something because they did mention that they don't think Cena would be fired, but everyone else would be fired. So I missed the stipulation, or they were messing things up in the pre-show a lot too. So could be something there too. So who knows? All right, so Cena's looking real depressed and walking off, and it's just Dolph Ziggler. So unless we get a savior, we got a lot of time left in this pay-per-view if we're going to 11 o'clock hour. So he promised something unforgettable. If they did it now, they did a good job of getting us to tune in tomorrow. Because I was 100% certain the Authority was gone, just because the whole firing everything. You know, it goes along the ways of you must retire, a loser retire match, and then they come back after 3 months break. But Ziggler was hurting before. Should be just a lay on 1, 2, 3, but they're stretching it out. We got time. We're gonna beat him down for a bit, and we'll see if we get something epic. Seth is taunting him to tag his partners. There are no partners. Dude is all by himself. Again, I'm sorry, I got a cold here, so fighting that off. And usually I have somebody talking with me, so you don't have to hear my lousy voice for 3 hours, but we'll get it set up. And check us out on Twitter at Hit the Ropes. Usually have some good combos there for TV shows, Raw, SmackDown, Impact, UFC fighting as well. And check out our old YouTube videos. We got a lot of good stuff. Old interviews with Kurt Angle, Awesome Kong, Devon Dudley, yada, yada, yada. Ziggler trying to make a comeback. No, sir. Not happening. Zigzag. Uh-oh. This is where to come back. So he gets the pin on Kane. It's 1-on-2 now. Rollins and Luke Harper left. Why Luke Harper or Rollins didn't just come in and make the save will not be able to be explained. But they let Kane get eliminated. So, and Dolph Ziggler will do his thing and continue to make everybody look like $1 million. So it's what he does best, and it's what he's going to do right now. And Shane from Hit the Ropes is thinking that Ziggler's going to win the whole thing. And we were just talking about how talking about Ziggler not getting his getting the respect from management, getting that Kofi Kingston treatment. But if he were to win and became the hero after he was told not to join on this team and all that stuff, sit to the hospital or whatever it was overall where he was gone, management building, whatever. This would be at near falls all day with Luke Harper. Can't put him away. Ziggler looking like $1 million and some change. Roll up and 1, 2, and yes, Luke Harper has now been eliminated, and it's 1-on-1. Didn't I just mention Rollins versus Ziggler would be pretty good? I don't know if I got that point out of my mouth, but it's going down right now. And this went from a sure thing to Ziggler possibly being the hero, saving everyone. We still have to deal with Big Show the Traitor tomorrow on Raw. But right now it's just Rollins, the fresher man, destroying Ziggler on the outside, just mauling him, throwing him to anything that's nailed down and a couple things that aren't. Man. Authority is not looking confident, that's for sure.
The authority being in power is a good thing. How can you not applaud what Dolph Ziggler is accomplishing here tonight? How can you not applaud that?
I applaud it. I applaud what Dolph Ziggler's doing. If he wins. If he doesn't win, then well, dag nabbit. He's getting his walking papers. And the theory would have it, he'd get a TNA and everything. Of course, you know that's not going to happen. Oh, Cradle, no. Big DDT. 1, 2, and no. I'm getting near falls like crazy now. Triple H is beside himself. Stephanie's beside herself. Both men on the canvas here. Dolph Ziggler, half a count away from being the hero of the night, disbanding the authority, but ain't happening yet. It's been a long match. We've devoted a lot of time to this. It's been very good. Turnbuckle powerbomb, and it is not over. Good bit of the fans are on their feet for this one. This has been really good.
What a moment here tonight to come down to this.
The two young guys, they eliminate Cena, got him out of the way. There's no Randy Orton. Everybody's saying we're in St. Louis. It's just the young guys. Dolph Ziggler. And possibly the future, Seth Rollins, going at it, man. It's a pretty cool thing for the WWE right now. Seth going up top, curb stomp from the top, nope. Ziggler said he wanted a piece, and he should have stayed behind now because he just got thrown off. Ooh, he was going for a super curve stop. He get famouser, and it's over. 1, 2. Nope, kick out. Dang. It was a pretty good match. Sorry, I'm really sick, so go ahead. You probably cannot tell it. I'm kind of monotone at this point. 3 hours of talking and being sick. Excuses, excuses. Joey Mercury's getting it from Triple H. He's got to do something about this, apparently. The frick's he going to do? He hasn't wrestled in 20 years. Zigzag is a fail, but he did get Mercury and Jamie Noble, and then Zigzag, bam. Triple H is right there. He's going to pull his leg for sure. He pulled it. No, Stephanie pulls the refs. No. Triple H pulls the refs, beats up the ref. All right, we'll see how this is going to end. It should have been over now. Ref is out. Everybody's beating up on Dolph Ziggler. Somebody's going to come in for the save. Who will it be? That will be the pop of the night. Who's going to save Dolph Ziggler? Nobody yet. Jamie Noble's trying to make out. No, he's going to punch him. Sorry. No, he's going to. No. Dolph Ziggler's going to save himself. He's going to give him the coconut. And Dolph Ziggler is cleaning the room. Super kick to Noble. Super kick to Mercury. And no, Seth Rollins comes in. Another turnbuckle powerbomb. No curve stomp. Zigzag. Boom. There's still no ref. We're going to count to 30 here. Oh, here's the ref. And Triple H lays him out too. So we're going to get a big finish. And Triple H destroys the ref. And he takes his skirt off because nobody else can do it. He's going to do it for. Who's going to save this? That's the question. And Triple H is going to town on Dolph Ziggler now. His lackeys couldn't do it. Can't do something. Basically, it's hard to get good help. Rips off the $1,000 cufflinks. Gonna get that big knee. Nope. Massive clothesline. Only second to Bray Wyatt of the night. Uh-oh. Pedigree. Who is going to save Dolph Ziggler? Gives us into the hard cam. Pedigree. Is he going to count the 3 himself? He's got Dolph out. He's got Seth out. He's going to put Seth on Dolph. And he's waiting for somebody to come out. Maybe it'll be John Cena. Nope. Scott Armstrong. Uh-oh, Sting's music. Sting comes. This is all on Bret Hart when Bret Hart made the save when they were doing the screw job in WCW. But this is the pop we've been looking for. It's Sting. Triple H looks confused. And the spoilers were right. Sting is here in full garb on WWE Network, free. Sting is here. And they're hyping him galore. Wow. This is the ending we wanted, and it is ridiculous. And I wish I wasn't sick, so I can be hopping up and down and like a fool. Sting is one of my favorite from WCW, but I gotta be reserved, keep my dignity a little bit. And but this is awesome. Sting is showing down. So is that the match we get? Sting versus Triple H at WrestleMania. Sting didn't dye his hair very well though, but that's all right. We'll ignore that. He's just eyeballing Sting. I mean Triple H. Crowd is chanting Sting. Triple H is looking him down. And this is nuts. Just a stare down, keeping it nice and simple, a la Triple H versus Undertaker. The first go around. Are they gonna hug? They're gonna hug. They're gonna hug. I'm pretty sure they're gonna hug. But they can't make the same heel. No hug. Yeah, what we gonna do? All right, Triple H. This is awesome. We're letting it marinate a little bit. This is awesome chant is echoing across the building. And it is. It's pretty awesome. They're still staring now. Now Triple H is like, what's going on? Sting's like, what's going on? I don't know what's going on. Somebody need to do something. Getting out chants from the crowd. And then Triple H goes for the first punch and it's on. He ducks. And Sting's got him. We're about to get that Scorpion Death Drop. We're about to get that Scorpion Death Drop. Done. And now Seth Rollins is put off. Sting puts Dolph walking to Mr. Scott Armstrong, I suppose. No, he's just gonna leave it as it lies. And he's out. This is crazy. Oh, the referee, one of the 50 referees from the beginning. 1, 2, 3. It's over. Dolph gets the credit. He's now moving around. He's been out for 30 minutes, but now he can move around. That's a cheesy part of pro wrestling. He's been out cold, but now he's starting to slowly sit up. No smelling salts, nothing. But we won't dilute the victory here. We'll suspend our disbelief here. And they were saying the historic moment. We were waiting for it. It was not the Big Show turning. Somebody's going to deal with him. Maybe Sting tomorrow because they've got history. And Dolph Ziggler gets to stand alone. Not John Cena. Dolph Ziggler. And that's the history for him. And we got Vince McMahon up next. And so maybe we'll get an announcement on a little teaser for tomorrow for Raw. So maybe we'll stick around and just play-by-play that. But Sting is back. Let me check here. I got some Facebook messages here. Getting some Facebook. All right, so Sting is back. They close the show. John Cena comes out. hugs Dolph Ziggler, celebrates with Dolph Ziggler a little bit.
It's over.
And now Triple H and Stephanie are coming to the realization that it's over. That their reign, but John Cena for whatever reason can bring them back, apparently. But they're gonna get the na 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 goodbye chant. Yep. Taking it all in. All right. Stephanie McMahon is letting Triple H know that he just had his butt handed to him. And they are no longer the authority figures in the WWE. Who will that be? Could even be Sting. But we expected that match for WrestleMania here. Looks like WrestleMania. We won't get against Taker. We'll get against Triple H, I guess. But that's cool. And the crowd is chanting yes. Maybe Daniel Bryan will be the manager to since he's injured and can't really do anything else. Who knows? Yeah, I like that. Monday Night Raw is gonna be awesome. Maybe we'll do it. I doubt we'll do it. Tomorrow's my birthday, so I ain't gonna do no Raw tomorrow, but it would have been nice because it's gonna be a party. Triple H is trying, right? His wife is trying to console him. They're singing "Hey Hey Goodbye." Wow, this is an epic moment. Stephanie's freaking out, screaming, telling everyone no. This is crazy. And they're still in the ring. Stephanie's yelling, "It's not over." Wow. They're chanting, "You got fired now." This is nuts. Crowd is going nuts in St. Louis. Stephanie's flipping out, and this is hilarious. This is funny as that. And we're getting the Survivor Series logo. And she is rolling on the ground, selling this like $1 million. Triple H is super concerned, and we fade to black. It's over. We'll hang around because Vince McMahon's supposed to be speaking on the WWE Network. Guys, subscribe to that if you can. If you haven't already, it was free for the month of November for, I guess, folks inside the U.S. But it's got awesome content if you like the old school stuff too. And NXT is amazing. It's much better than Raw, SmackDown, Impact right now. The characters there are great. But we're gonna hang around for just a minute. and catch up on whatever Vince McMahon's got to say, and then we're out. I thank you guys for stopping in, coming in. Some of you guys have stayed longer than us. This was a long broadcast. It's something new. We've never done a format. We just sat here and shot the breeze here for 3 hours. We usually do it on a podcast. You can find us on our old episodes on Blog Talk Radio. We were featured there for a bit, and have some great people on there. But we're gonna do this again. I'm gonna try and get somebody to co-host it with me next time, so I'm not running my mouth for the entire 3 hours. I was supposed to have someone, John, but he was having webcam issues or some crap, so it was just me running like a soldier. And
Great unknown.
wait, are we playing Survivor Series?
What's coming? See, I want that next generation to feel true power. Power that you've earned. The future always reminds us. What if we had something like this? To expect the unexpected. King Tina versus Team Party. When different Team Party loses, it will no longer be in power.
Man, so great ending. To sum up the pay-per-view, you couldn't have ended it any better for sure. It was an okay pay-per-view from there. A lot of boring matches, but had good endings. Like the tag team match, boring match for the tag titles. Boring match, but the ending was good. That's kind of sums up this pay-per-view. It was kind of boring for the most part. But we had our moments. There were some moments and a lot of good stuff to build off of it. Coming into Raw, we'll have to see what's going to happen with Big Show. Of course, what's going to happen with the Authority. Do we get our Sting versus Triple H match? Since it doesn't look like, I don't know what's going on with Taker. That's an okay substitute since if we're not going to get that. And then the setup, they've already set up TLC with Bray Wyatt versus Dean Ambrose. And I'm sure Luke Harper versus Eric Rowan will probably carry over there as well. And, yeah, I don't know what's going on with the big announcement. It looks like they're kicking right into Survivor Series, so I'm gonna call this a wrap. Call this a night. Thank you all again, guys, for stopping by again. I'm sorry for those who wanted me to show the pay-per-view. I just couldn't. It's copywritten material, so I'm not trying to infringe on anybody. Intellectual property. I'm just giving my account of what's going on, just kicking the breeze, just like you're at a water cooler. Is the whole point of this. And we'll look to do more pay-per-views for sure. I kind of enjoyed this. I'll get a second man or third man, or you can follow us on Google Plus. That would be the way to go, and then you can actually join in the conversation. I thank you for sharing. Please continue to share and give us a thumbs up. And follow us on at Hit the Ropes. We have other guys who are on there. Shane as well. And we have some good conversation, a lot of fun on there. Much better than this, actually. So thank you again for joining us, and just subscribe to the channel, and we'll do this again soon. Have a great night.